A woman finds a job with an annual salary of 1 million, but the work is to take care of a ceramic doll in front of her. Looking at the doll, she can't help but laugh, but the employer couple remains serious, even a little angry, as if the doll on the sofa is their child. In order to secure the job, Greta squats down to greet the doll, and thus, she successfully passes the interview. At the dining table, the elderly woman carefully ties a napkin around the doll's neck, and Greta is filled with confusion. Does the doll need to eat? The next morning, Greta sneaks a look through the door, only to see the elderly woman throwing a tantrum over scattered toys. Greta finds this very strange. The next moment, the elderly woman suddenly kneels down, crying while talking to the doll as if she's teaching her son not to be naughty. This gives Greta a creepy feeling, and then the elderly man suddenly appears behind her, telling her that the couple is about to go on a long trip. He then hands Greta a schedule and a set of rules to follow strictly. The elderly woman also explains the job responsibilities to Greta. She must take care of the doll as if it were a child. Then, with reluctance, the elderly woman kisses the doll before handing it over to Greta. With confusion in her mind, Greta watches as the couple drives off from the old mansion. At that moment, the vast mansion is left with only Greta. She decides to stop pretending and takes a blanket, throwing it over the doll with a look of disgust. At that moment, she feels like the master of the mansion. After eating and drinking, Greta falls into a deep sleep. However, when she wakes up and happens to pass by the room, she looks inside and sees that the blanket that was covering the doll has fallen to the floor. Terrified, she quickly throws the doll into its bedroom, disregarding the rules the couple had given her. That night, Greta is awakened by strange sounds. Gathering her courage, she takes a lamp and goes out to investigate. Walking into the living room, a painting catches her eye. The boy in the painting looks more like the couple's grandson. While she is inspecting the painting, a hand suddenly reaches out and grabs her neck. Greta wakes up with a start. It was just a nightmare. She quickly gets up to check the doll and discovers that strange tears have started to fall from its eyes. Later that night, as Greta prepares to take a bath and go on a date, she feels like the doll is staring at her intently. She doesn't have time to think about it and heads to the bathroom for a hot shower. The door slowly opens, her skirt is pulled away, and her necklace on the bathtub slips off. When she looks in the mirror, she is horrified to find that a lock of her hair has been cut off, and the dress and necklace she intended to wear for her date are missing. Greta is terrified and looks around. When she turns around, she notices a ladder on the ceiling. She climbs up to the top floor to investigate, but suddenly the ladder is retracted, causing her to jump in shock. Greta looks out through a vent and sees her boyfriend downstairs. She screams his name, but the wind drowns out her cries. Her boyfriend, waiting downstairs, knocks on the door but receives no response.